Richard Wriggle, an easy-peasy person from Easy-Peasy Island in the middle of the terrific ocean, by Roger Hargreaves and Gray Joliffe. Say hello to Richard Wriggle, an easy-peasy island worm. A worm in trouble. You know how worms travel around, don't you? No, not by walking, because they have no legs. They wriggle. But as I will explain, that was Richard Wriggle's trouble. Richard lives on Easy Peasy Island down Strawberry Street in a hole. An extremely comfortable hole. Now, the trouble I was talking about was that Richard Wriggle didn't know how to wriggle. It should have been easy peasy, but somehow or another, it just didn't seem to work. Poor Richard Wriggle, the only worm in the world who couldn't wriggle. So do you know how Richard Wriggle managed to get around Easy Peasy Island? I'll tell you. He hopped. Richard Wriggle hopping was a sight to behold. But the only thing is that if you hop around all day, it hurts your tail. Hop, ouch, hop, ouch, hop, ouch, hop. One day, Richard was out for his afternoon walk. His afternoon hop. Hop, ouch, hop, ouch, hop. When he met Shirley Chirp, the easy-peasy bird.
Hey up, Richard,
she called out cheerfully.
You don't look very happy. In fact,
she added,
you look perfectly unhappy.
Hey, my tail hurts, complained Richard Wriggle.
That's 'cause you're hopping on it, love,
remarked Shirley.
Why aren't you wriggling like worms are supposed to?
I can't, replied Richard.
Well, if you can't wriggle, take a taxi,
said Shirley with a very birdie laugh. And she went on her way, grinning an easy-peasy birdie grin. Richard Wriggle hopped on. Hop, ouch, hop, ouch, hop. He met Wizard Wheeze, the easy-peasy wizard, out for his afternoon walk.
Hopping hurts my tail,
complained Richard.
Oh, worms don't hop,
wheezed Wizard Wheeze.
Worms wriggle.
I can't,
replied Richard with a sad wormy face. Wizard Wheeze was just about to offer to help with some wizardy wheezy easy peasy magic when he suddenly remembered something. He left his magic umbrella at home. So instead he said,
Well, if you can't wriggle, catch a bus.
Which wasn't very helpful, was it? And he laughed a very wizardy laugh, and went on his way, grinning an easy-peasy wizardy grin. Richard Wriggle hopped on. Hop, ouch, hop, ouch, hop, when he met Charlie Oink, the easy-peasy pig.
Hey up, Richard,
said Charlie with a smile.
Oh, what are you doing?
Hopping, replied Richard Wriggle miserably.
Oh, but worms don't hop,
said Charlie Oink.
Worms wriggle.
I can't,
muttered Richard even more miserably.
Oh, well,
said Charlie Oink cheerfully. If you can't crawl, well, he thought for a moment. Take a train. And he laughed a very piggy laugh. And went on his way, grinning a very easy-peasy piggy grin. Poor Richard Wriggle. Nobody was being the least bit nice to him, weren't they? Richard Wriggle hopped on. Hop, ouch, hop, when he met Harry Hoof, the easy-peasy horse. Cheer up, Richard, suggested Harry to Richard Wriggle.
I can't,
came the sad reply.
my tail hurts.
Well, replied Harry Hoof, why don't y'all try wriggling instead of hopping? Richard sighed a deep sigh.
Can't,
he mumbled. Harry Hoof looked at him, and then he giggled. If y'all had a cart, he said, I could pull it and y'all could go everywhere by horse and cart.
Don't be silly,
replied Richard, getting very annoyed. So Harry Hoof went on his way, laughing a very horsey laugh, and grinning a very easy-peasy horsey grin. poor Richard Wriggle. He hopped unhappily home. He curled up in his favourite armchair to think. Hey, it's no use, he thought to himself. I'll just have to learn. And so he went outside to try. I will crawl, he shouted. I will. But nobody was listening. Oh, how he tried, and tried again, and then he tried some more, but the more he tried, the worse it was. He kept tying himself in knots. He sighed a deep sigh. But in the middle of his sigh, he had an idea. A good idea. A brilliant idea. He laughed a very wormy laugh. Ha! Squirm! Ha! Squirm! And grinned a very easy peasy wormy grin. And do you know something? These days, Richard Wriggle gets around Easy Peasy Island very easily, thank you. And his tail doesn't hurt from hopping anymore. No more hop out, hop. But can you guess how Richard Wriggle gets around? I'll tell you. Instead of going for a walk, which he can't, and instead of going for a wriggle, which he can't, and instead of going for a hop, which hurts, do you know what he does? It's easy peasy. He simply turns himself into a circle and he rolls. He rolls! I saw him yesterday. Out for his Sunday afternoon roll.